Hey folks, Ed from Brain Pulp TV, back again with more Magic Online. This is part 4 of our full Innistrad sealed 5-match 1-week league. Now, if you haven't watched the previous parts, a link will be appearing above my head, which will take you to the first part. If you have been watching, it's been rough. The first 2 matches, we've lost. And, I mean, we had one miraculous win, but we had a couple of bad beats. So, we were plagued by bad draws. So I've decided to change the deck up. We're no longer going to use the white, blue, green. We're going to use the white, red, green. Now, I said in the first part that I actually thought this was the stronger deck. The other deck I thought was going to be the more fun deck to play, and I did have fun playing it, but I don't have that much fun losing all the time. So I'm hoping this one sort of changes things up for us. I think I'm okay with the mana base here. We have a bit more fixing because we have both the Clifftop Retreat and we have the Shimmering Grottos. So one of the big things we ran into was not getting the right land with the right creatures, especially in our opening hands. We had to mulligan down once to 4, I think, maybe 5. I think it was 5 or 4. I can't remember. And that absolutely killed us because our opponent did not have a very strong start. And if we had just caught a decent hand, we might have been able to pull one of those games out, which would have made the difference of a match win and a match loss. Still, there's no sense living in the past. Let's go on to the future, hit play, and see how we do in this match. Okay, so here we are in the 3rd match. We have won the die roll. Would we like to play first? Yes, we would. Okay, this isn't bad. This isn't horrible. I think I'm still too browbeaten from the previous matches. But yeah, we have turn 2 play and we have a turn 3 play, so we are going to keep this. So our opponent is deciding if they want to mulligan down. They do not, so we're going to play a forest and move on with our lives. And see what our opponent is playing. Red. Okay, well, we can't fault them for that, so are we. We don't have any red, but we're playing red, so we're going to bring out the Quilled Wolf. And then the following turn, we can flash out the Shield Mate. We'll see if the Quilled Wolf lasts more than a turn. It'd be nice if it does, because maybe we can save it later by flashing out the Shield Mate. No, okay. Well, this is good for us then. So let's swing in with the Quilled Wolf. And then we will flash the Shield Mate out this turn. Ooh, I wonder if they're playing mono red. I tried playing mono red in a draft that I recorded, and it did not go well. Whenever a vampire you control deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on it. Okay. And let's just go and bring out the Shield Mate. The Clifftop Retreat. So we do get our red source. Sadly, it's going to come into... Oh, no, wait, because it's just if you... This is tapped unless you control a mountain or plains. Oh, excellent. Now... Ooh, what do we want to do here? What do we want to do here? I mean, we can't Lightning Axe without discarding a card. It is an instant, so we can wait. Skin Invasion might be good to put onto the air. Now we'll hold off. Yeah, we're gonna hold off here. I might have wanted to put Skin Invasion on this, but I'm fairly certain they're going to want to try to attack with that anyways. Which is this? Sacrifice Ghost Quarter, destroy target land. Its controller may search his library for basic land. Put in the... Okay, that's fine because then we'll still search it for a mountain. Okay, can't block. I'm okay with that. Clinging Mists. A card that won me one of the games. I was kind of hoping for a land there, but... Ooh, what can we do? What can we do? You know what? I am going to put... Let's put Skin Invasion on the air. To force it to attack. And we're going to leave all of this up. And then if we get into serious trouble, we can Clinging Mists. But most likely I can block it with the Shield Mate. Swinging in with the Wolf as well, too. So we will block there. Excellent. I mean, it makes sense for them to swing into this. It can't. Unless they knew they were coming out with a Wolf. It couldn't block anyways, right? So we're just going to swing in with everything this turn, I think. I mean, we could keep this up to block the Wolf. I don't think we have to, because we also have Lightning Axe that we can use to get rid of that. Okay, I'm still fine with that. I'm actually still fine with that, because we did get a 3/4 out of the deal. Tormenting Voice. What did they discard? They discarded Riot Devils. Riot Devils, yes. And Step. Do we bother using it on this? I mean, it can't block anyways, right? We have no other play, though. I mean, we can Lightning Axe it. Let's just swing in. For 5. I mean, if we do that, it forces them to... Yeah, we can do this, because we have Lightning Axe. We can take out a bigger threat if necessary. So this way they can't swing. They can't swing in with it, they can't block with it anyways. But this way we're not taking 3 each turn. Maybe we can get a little ahead of our race here. 1 more land would be wonderful. Okay. Excellent. 1 more land. Now we swing in with everything. Bring out Sigarda. And then unless something amazing happens, we should win this turn? Okay. So I don't know if that was so much this deck really, really performing well, or if our opponent just had some bad luck. I'd like to think the deck performed well, but I guess this will be a bigger test will be in game 2 and see if it goes the same way. Alrighty, so our opponent is deciding whether or not they want to play first. I'm guessing they will play first. This... I mean, we don't have a creature, though. Not till turn 4. It's a great mana base for us, but we don't have a decent creature, so I'm going to mulligan. I'm gonna mulligan again. Yeah, put that on the top of your library. Sure. Awful. Awful. Hey, there's the axe. This is so bad. Ah, the joys of playing 3 colors. I don't know what possessed me to create 2 decks that required 3 colors. Of course, because not only do you require white, you require double white. Oh, no. This is going so badly. Well, we did start off with 1 win, so that's going to be good for us. So at least we have a shot, should this be the blowout that I'm thinking it may be. Stoic Builder. Not the biggest threat in the world, so we don't have to worry about using Lightning Axe on it anytime soon. Another mountain. Whew, I could really use a plains. I should have kept that opening hand. I mean, we didn't have it till a turn 4 play, but at least we had all our land. You know, next time that happens, I'm just going to keep it. I'm just going to keep it when we have all of our lands, so... Because this is not going well for us. Yeah, I mean, Fiend Hunter is a good thing for us to be able to pitch Lightning Axe to, so... Or pitch 2 Lightning Axe, I should say. Silver Partisan, whenever a wolf or werewolf you control becomes the target of an instant or sorcery spell, put a 2/2. So rough. Well, if we get another land next turn, we can do the Village Survivors. So that's great. I'm so bitter right now. So bitter. And I'm the one that built the deck. I mean, it's really my own fault for building a 3-color deck. And not just like a 3-color deck with one of them being a splash. So he's going to swing it for 4. Uncontested. I mean, even if I Lightning Axe this thing out of the way, I may end up having to Lightning Axe this thing. Tormenting Voice. So that slows things down. So they caught another land. Do I? Or do I hang on to it? Let's hang on to it. Oh, this works well. This works actually quite well. So now we can clear their board. Well, we can't clear their board because they'll end up with a 1/1 wolf creature token on the battlefield. Is there any point in waiting? I guess just to see what they may have, there's a point in waiting, but I also don't want them to have the ability to buff these things. So let's do this. We're going to Lightning Axe. No, you know what? We're not. Undo that. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to Lightning Axe this thing next turn. Because something may hit the board that's got a bigger body, and I'd rather use Lightning Axe on that, pitch Fiery Temper, and then take care of this with the Fiery Temper. So... No, screw it. We'll do it now. Cast with additional cost. Discard a card. Choose target creature. Discard a card. So that dies. This is going to create a wolf token. And then hopefully this thing dies too. Okay. Watch them cast a 5 toughness creature now. No, okay. The vampires. That's fine. This is fine. Please give me either another land, and it would be especially nice if it was a plains. Okay. So we've got choices now. We hold up. You know, I'm going to hold up for... We can hold it for Silver Strike or Shieldmate. Either one. Or we can bring out the villagers. The village. Village survivors. The survivors, yeah. That's the one. I think I'm going to hold up for Silver Strike. And then take this thing out. Flash and Death Touch. Okay. So I'm going to bring out the Shield Mate instead. This may be a mistake because they can do something to buff it. And if that happens... Is it going to survive? Because I would rather use Silver Strike now on their Death Crutch, their Death Touch creature. So this survives, maybe. And then next turn I can possibly Silver Strike the Ambush Viper. Or I can Silver Strike this massive thing. Or I can bring out the Fiend Hunter. Okay, if I Fiend Hunter the Wolf token, that'll die. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to block the Death Touch with the Shield Mate, and I'm going to Silver Strike the Worm. So that sounds like something that resembles a plan. We're not going to attack. So we get rid of that, and we're going to gain 3 life. So that's awesome for us. And then we're going to block... Let's block the Wolf token. And then Fiend Hunter the Snake. Okay. This is okay. I am okay with this. Riot Devils. Okay. That's fine too. Nether Plains. Get rid of you, Snake. Use this ability, yes, please. There's no sense bringing out the planes. I'll keep it in hand just in case. They can think we have more in our hand than we do. They have 1 card left. We're slowly whittled them down. They have 2 cards now, obviously, because they just drew a card, but... I'm not risking the Fiend Hunter. I'm not blocking. I'm going to bring out the Village Survivors, and I will block with that next turn. First strike at the beginning of each upkeep. If no spells were cast last turn, transform it. It transforms into what? And it's got double strike. Werewolves you control have menace. Okay. Oakley dokley then. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Village Survivors. Now, no, I'm holding the Guardian of Pilgrims back. In case we need something to cast and stop that from flipping. Yeah, so we'll hold it back. I'm amazed we've ended up doing as well in this game as we have. I would like to catch a bit more removal. This is a human, sadly, so we can't use our pseudo Rightio. With any luck... Nope, we're not going to catch another... So it's going to have Menace. I mean, I can hang on to it and have a chance of having this thing flip by casting 2 things. But I think it's better to get the Guardian of Pilgrims out there. If they have the burn, they have the burn. I mean, we're on our back heel a lot in this game, so... Yeah, they had the burn. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's one way of doing it. Well, that will take care of that. Okay. So we're not dead yet. We are dead-ish. Man, they've been able to cast a ton of stuff. I'm really thinking of going down to 2 colors. Like, at this point, it's probably too little too late, but I'll take the 5. Put us down to 4, whatever. Put us down to 1? Oh, double strike. Oh, God. Yeah. So we're really dead. I completely forgot about it. Deals 1 dark creature flyer. Well, that's a loss for us for sure. But is there anything we want to get rid of or swap out? No, let's just submit it and see how it goes. It'll be really nice if we don't have to mulligan. Below 5. There's mulligan 1. There's mulligan 2. And we'll keep. They mulligan down to 5. They're deciding if they want to do... You know what? Put that in the bottom of the library. We really need something other than... We need a forest. Badly. Like, badly, badly. So we both mulligan down to 5, so neither of us are probably happy at all with what we've got in our hands. I at least have a turn 2 play should I catch a forest. Okay, it's not a forest, but at least it's something other than a mountain. Be great if we caught a white creature as well too. Or red. Nope, more green. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. At least we're both in the same boat. Like, I can't complain about the mulligans when they mulligan down to the exact same number of cards, so. Lightning Axe is probably going to be cast. What do they have? The one thing that punishes me for targeting with an instant. Ugh. Please be a... Okay, well, we can take out 2 things now. Yeah, so that's okay. So we'll let them swing in first. Because if I take 2, I take 2. It's not that big of a deal. Because I'd like to avoid casting an instant on the Silver Fur. The One-Eyed Scarecrow. Creatures with flying your opponent controls get -1/-0. It's got Defender. Screw it. Cast with discard. Choose target creature. Yep. Discard a card. Fiery Temper. Creates a token, but that's okay. Because why? Because we are going to pull a forest. We are going to pull a forest. You can feel it. You can feel it deep inside that we're going to pull a forest, right? Right off the top. Right off the top of the deck. That is not a forest. And that is not a creature we can cast. So we'll just move on with our lives and hope that the wolf is the only thing that hits the board. Go to the end. Oh, thank you. Okay. Forest. Whenever this creature transforms, it is a retarget artifact. So what do we think here? Do we think Briarbridge Patrol? Or do we think the Deserter? Because they're not able to cast much. Probably because they have Burn in hand, and that's why they're not casting anything. Part of me wants to do this because yeah, you know what? I'm going to do the Deserter. And this way they're forced to cast something. We caught our forest. We have all the mana, all the colors of our very anemic rainbow. I'm not blocking this. Here's hoping they can't cast anything. Well, they cast something. Well, they cast something anyways. Maybe I bring the Quilled Wolf out to block that. No, I'll bring the Briarbridge Patrol out. Why not? I was hoping they wouldn't be able to cast anything. Another mountain. Okay, so this is getting decidedly better for us. I might have wanted to attack first. I don't know why I didn't. I'll attack now, though. Do they have it? Do they have Fiery Temper? Are they going to hard cast Fiery Temper? Well, at least it looks like we're going to be able to do some damage to them. Okay. Okay. I fully realize we are walking into something here, but I would like the clue. I would really like the clue. Oh, so we get to investigate, which is nice. So we're going to get a bit of card draw, because that's going to be very, very helpful. They've got 5 cards in hand, because they haven't been able to cast anything for a long time. Yeah, we knew that was happening. So we get the clue. They've cast something, so this won't flip. They don't have the mana to cast anything else. So that's useful. I'm not going to cast the Quilled Wolf. Actually, I should cast the Quilled Wolf. Let's draw a card first and see what we get. And maybe that'll influence our decision. Yeah, I'm not going to cast it. Okay, so now... I mean, they might as well do it, right? Use the ability, yes. Excellent. So they get to draw a card, that's fine, but we got to do 3 damage to them, which is even better. We now have a 5/4 on the board. Now I really wish I cast the Quilled Wolf. I thought just in case we need to keep this around. Okay. So we get to swing in. And we know they can't do anything. Catch a plane, so that's good for us too. Because now we can do the Quilled Wolf and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're still one off. We can't do both. But we do have Spidery Grasp to save whatever may happen. So, or to save the Quilled Wolf if need be. Or just to flip this sucker back up. Whew, okay. So I'm assuming they're not going to block this. And the Quilled Wolf, which we can actually protect with Spider Grasp if need be. Okay, so this gives something haste, right? Like, the odds of them also having Handwear Garrison is slim, I would think. Now if they... Oh, okay. So there we go, folks. I was actually surprised that... I mean, they knew what was in their hand. They had a fair number of cards left, I think, in their hand. So I was a little surprised at the concession at that point, but still, it's a win. That's great. We finally got a win. You don't know how many games I've played today, and my win to loss ratio has not been good when it comes to matches anyways. So I'm really, really happy that we got a win. And with that win, that is the end of this video. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, comments, advice, especially advice, even though, once again, I will not be able to act on any deck building advice because by the time you see this, I'll be done all the matches. But still, anything like that is more than welcome. You can also contact and follow us on Twitter. It is @BrainPulpTV, or you can contact and follow me on Twitter @GeekTragedy. Now, we will be continuing on in the next match with the same white, red, green deck, so you can look forward to that. But until then, take care, everyone. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It means a lot to us here, and I'll see you all very soon.